Thank you. Get down. Like that. Alright. Alright. So, I love the name of that book. Understanding Abnormal Behavior. 6th edition. Awesome. Alright, let's go through here. Cognitive slippage, schizophrenia, spreading effects of hereditary environment. Alright, I know this is kind of weird because sociology degree, but you actually have to touch a lot on psychology because, you know, the many are made up by the few, and individual psychology does shift slightly within a group, but it is actually affected a great deal by the individual, so you have to take that into account. Anyway, well, one of the things that they're talking about here is the original idea of memetics and how it fell out of favor slowly over the past few years, although it's been picked up again as memes on the internet. And let's see, it's not there. You can tell I've only got 4 pages of notes so far. It's kind of sad. Here we go. All right. So, according to this in my notes, which you can't see, memetics were originally driven by the idea that an idea can be infectious and that it can actually be passed on to others and infect them in the same way, like the flu, I guess, or HIV if you want to get really scary with it, and that things like malaise, things like depression were a result of this thing where it just passes on, that the idea becomes corrosive to the psyche, and that this is why you start to see in groups of people that hang around one another that there's a problem where they all slowly start to decay mentally. It's really kind of, well, I think it's cool. It's not cool for them, but to me that is actually a really fascinating idea. And my phone is going off somewhere. I just heard it. So Berkeley, in one of his first studies, was actually talking about workers in steel mills and how they would actually, if something happened to one of them, then usually another one would start to have problems later on, until eventually there would be a breakdown of that entire compartment within the industry, within that steel factory. They would have to replace them because the fear became so great that it passed like a disease from one to the other, that it is not safe here and that we will be hurt. And of course now we know that this is not, it's convergent thought. That's all it is. It's not actually anything to do with the whole passing of things as a mimetic discipline. But it was kind of groundbreaking because up until then people just sort of thought, oh, well, they're very gloomy. And it's not that at all. People in groups have effect on one another. The bigger the group, the harder it is to go against the group. I mean, we are biologically hardwired to agree with one another. So when something like that happens, if everyone around you is having issues, don't you dare. Thank you. I thought she was going to knock the camera over. When everyone's having issues in a group, it's because we do affect one another. The bigger the group, the bigger the problem. So it's one of those things where if your mom ever said to you, get away from those people, you know, they're bad for you, hey Cleo, that she was right, because we do have that effect on one another. And of course my whole paper is about memetics and how they went out of style. Basically it's dismissed altogether. There is no proof, and there never really was, because of the fallibility of the original experiments in this. that an idea can become a problem, like become a thing. And of course this means we're going to get to touch on tulpa theory, which is freaking, I love tulpa theory. Just the idea that a group of people can believe something into existence is awesome. Like, if I believed you had a pink bow hard enough, and everybody believed that you had a pink bow hard enough, you would get a little pink bow right now. Help me out, Internet. Help me out. Pink bow. I guess I'm not reading from that book, huh? No, okay. This is why I'm having such a hard time studying lately. Alright, I'm out. Alright, so I just took a peek at myself in the video because I'm a little vain. I'm not sure what's going on. We've got a little bit of hot mess with the side of I don't know what's happening here, so whatever. What's weird, I have makeup on, like a lot of makeup on today. Like I got up and I put makeup on. Yesterday, eyeliner, lip gloss, went to class. But no one's gonna see me. I mean, you guys are, but nobody's gonna see me. Why did I do that? It's really weird. What the hell was I doing? Studying. Anyway. Yeah. So I guess I only put makeup on when I'm gonna be by myself. Or I guess school didn't seem like it was that important for some reason. Did not warrant the look. So, alright, anyway, memetics. Right, so they actually took that term. The whole thing about memes today is that they adopted it. It's like a meme. There's a lot of syllables to it. And they took that and applied it to anything that takes over, like the Oh Really Owl or Chocolate Rain. Does anybody even listen to that anymore? Let's see, what else? Nyan Cat, thank you. Don't send me any more of those clips. There's nothing they could do with it that, you know, that I could possibly be amused by, seriously. So, but just small things like that. Slender Man, that's another thing. Slender Man, that took off like crazy from the Something Awful forums. I actually took a peek at that, and that's awesome what they're doing with that right now. But just all these stupid little things like the derp face and the bro hooves, and like that is what we're going to be getting into here. So that's basically when you guys are like, what the hell are you talking about? Stop throwing this psychology stuff at us. That is what I was talking about, and I cut myself somehow. I'm going to be studying internet memes, and after I graduate, I'm going to get paid to study internet memes. So, law? No. Anyway, I got the pictures from you guys, and you suck. It looks like you're having a really awesome time at Sea Isle City, and we're doing it again at the end of August, I think, right? We're going to go back and drink and just ruin the shore, right? I hope so, because this is kind of going, this is going weird for me. Like, I don't know if I'm just worried about the paper, or it's really crappy. I'm having a hard time sleeping. I think I wake up thinking of stuff, and the house makes weird noises at night. It's not even my house. So, like, if I were home and I was alone, it would be different. But I'm just, in somebody else's house, and I guess after 3 weeks, I'm not used to everything. Actually, we're going on 4 weeks now at this point, so, yeah. Alright. Anyway, texts, as always. No, I'm not going to get a Twitter. You guys can text me. Twitter sucks. I think it's just a place for people to talk about what they ate, really, so. Anyway, I love you guys, and yeah, keep emailing me, keep texting me, and I will talk to you on Facebook.